Okay, so today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. One of my most requested videos on this channel is a makeup tutorial, and I never do makeup tutorials because I'm not a professional at makeup. So I thought I would go ahead and show you guys what makeup I use. I'm actually going to go ahead and turn on my stopwatch because I actually don't even know how long it takes me to do my makeup, but she's awake. He's awake, the other one is awake upstairs, and babe's going to get in the shower. So normally I do my makeup in chaos, or I wait until the end of the night when the kids are asleep to film, which kind of defeats the purpose because at that point it's like I don't get to show my makeup off. I just literally work and film. So since she's up, we are on my sectional couch. So she's gonna sit right here in the boppy where she can see me and be happy. And we have a pacifier. So somebody's gonna scream, somebody's gonna cry. I have a smorgasbord of everything that I use. I don't even know how to use a stopwatch. Oh, this should be it. So we are going to start. I have my mirror, and I'll have this mirror linked down below. It's like my favorite one. Also, I like to do my makeup in natural lighting, so even though I look washed out here, when I do it in the bathroom and I turn on the bathroom light, it always comes out a little bit crazy. Let me just get into it. So start, I've already washed my beauty blender. I keep like 2 or 3 dozen of these little towels in the bathroom, and these are like the little $3 packs of towels that you get at Target at the end of the aisle. They are like I think it's like 6 or like 12 that come in there. I just buy a bunch of them to keep them in there, and that's what I use with my makeup, to wash the kids' hands and all of that. So I do about 2 pumps of my foundation, and this is the Urban Decay. I should probably stop talking so much. I'm sorry the lighting is going to be bad in this one. This is more so just to kind of show you guys how I do my makeup, and if this goes well, I'll do more makeup tutorials for you guys. Maybe I should face this way. And so I clean my beauty blender every single time I wash it. Like after this time it's gonna be dirty, I'll put it back, and then tomorrow when it's time to do my makeup, what I'll do is I'll put it under the sink. I'll wash it with soap, and I just use whatever soap is at the sink, to be honest. And then that's how I get it clean and damp. So pretty much every time it's time to do my makeup, I wash the beauty blender fresh. And that's how I get the best makeup application. No dirty sponges. I have a wig on. I don't really like to go too high up into the hairline. I'm about to do actually a hair tutorial, so this wig is in need of a good wash and deep condition. Hey girl. I also like to make sure it's blended around the seams. My eyelids are sometimes a little discolored, so I have a few different concealers I like to use, and I just kind of go back and forth. Shape Tape is my favorite. This is in Deep, I think. I'll list everything I'm using, and you guys can see this one is not that much different than my complexion, so I like to just go more so in the inner. And I'm so sorry. And I like to kind of make it pop a little bit more with a little extra of this one. And this one is by Rihanna. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna pause the stopwatch and try to close this light. I don't want to look too washed out. Maybe if I come this way. I'm so sorry. Like I said, if you guys like this video, I'll do more makeup tutorial style videos for you guys, and you guys will get better lighting. This was just supposed to be a fun exercise. So let's see, we're at 2 minutes and what is that, 32 seconds. We're gonna keep going, and as you guys can see, I put on the concealer. I put on the darker one first, and then I put a little bit of the lighter one on top for it so it can pop. And I kind of like to let that to kind of like dry a little, not dry, but like how I went to go and like close my patio shade and stuff. I like it to sit a little bit before I move it, because I don't like to move an extremely wet product around my face. I just find that this gives me a little bit better control, and I more so focus it on the inner because I don't want that flashback and that white on this side. I want the bright highlight, but I don't want it at the end. So I know I bring it out a little bit. So I kind of want that triangle shape, but again, I don't want too much product on the outer because the outer is where you get that flashback. And you can bring it into your nose too. Just don't bring it too past or too low below your cheekbone. Tell them, baby girl. Y'all, when I say it gets real ghetto in my house, I have 3 small children. So working from home with them can get real ghetto real quick. And if you guys can see, because I let it get a little bit tacky, it didn't move around and get too crazy. And then I'll take whatever is left and just kind of go over my lids. And I just use my entire makeup for my face. I kind of mimic the same process on my eyelids. So I do foundation with this side, and then I flip it over and I do concealer with this side. And now we're gonna take this side to do the powder to set. And again, you guys can hear my kids upstairs playing. I kind of booted them from the living room to do this video because normally they're down here. And I'm gonna take this side. So each side that I do is clean, but I pretty much use literally every section of the beauty blender. Tell them, baby. And I just take a good amount. I kind of go. So more so in the center, and then I kind of fan it out, but I just wait to the very end to get right here because again, even in my own videos, I'll see that flashback. And you want to prevent that at all costs. You don't want to see uncomfortable bright spots. And again, the beauty blender is damp, not wet. And then I'll take a little bit and set my lids. And then we're gonna brush that out. Before we do, we're gonna take our brushes. These are the brushes that I typically would use. They are not clean. This is for foundation. This is for if I wanna do a little bit of color blush. This is what I'm gonna brush this part out, and this is for contour. So I'll try to find these and have them linked down below. And now the camera is about to die, so again, this was impromptu, but I just go around my entire face. Get that double chin. Dominique is a goofball. She's making faces and noises, but trust me, she's right here and she's okay. If I do my makeup at the bathroom and she's not in the mood, she'll have a fit. So this way she feels like she's with me. And then I'll take, you gotta see how it has an angle. I use it to this way to kind of get the makeup on. And again, I don't care about it getting on my wig because I'm about to do a wig tutorial. So we're taking this one off. I'm kind of gonna flip it upside down and get it like this. And go. I look so washed out. Of course, conveniently, the camera died. And look at my daughter. I would kiss her, but I have makeup on. You want a toy? She likes tags and stuff. I think most kids do. Gotta work, mama. Oh no, I paused the stopwatch when the phone died, so we're gonna press start again. We are at 7 minutes 4 seconds. We want to see how fast we can get this done. We got most of the powder done, and we got a little bit on our lids. I told you I use the upside or the downside and kind of just go in my lids. You probably can't really tell, but it's almost like I'm creating an eye look just out of my foundation, my highlight, my contour, all of those products, and I load up this. So this is my bronzer. It's pretty much the same color as my skin, but it still gives me a color. It's kind of weird. You guys see it's not that dark, but when I put it on it is. So I kind of use it as a bronzer. I feel like I am And for me, I like to use as a minimal amount of like product and brushes as possible. So normally you would go in with a different brush for your nose, but I just like to get the makeup on. So I just take one side and I kind of try to contour my nose a little bit, and I feel like it makes a difference. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but then I also will take it and contour my lid. And again, I highly recommend that you use a different brush for your contour, but you know, we are working with time. So now I'm gonna do the liner. I feel like I just forgot how to do liner, but what I did, I take, this is the brush I'm going to use to buff this away. So I'm going to take and kind of pull my lid taut. And that's how I make my liner. I just do one line across, and then I go below that line and fill it in. Surprisingly, no one is fighting or screaming upstairs, but there probably will be in a second. I'm horrible with liner. This one came out super big. This one came out super thick. This is the frustrating part. So these did not come out cute, and that's why people be like, can you do makeup tutorials? I'm like, girl, I don't even know how to do makeup. I just wing it and do what I can. I'm gonna put some liner on my lips. And a lot of times I just go out of order with my steps. I just grab whatever. Brows are gonna make it all come together. You cannot walk out of the door with brows. So I'm gonna brush them up, kind of brush away a lot of that powder that's in them, and I use what everyone else uses. Again, everything is listed down below. I wanted to get this done within 12 minutes, and we just hit 12 minutes. So let's see if we can get it done in 15 minutes. I know, mija. Usually without talking, I feel like I get it done within like 10 minutes. But because I'm talking so much and explaining, that is where I messed up in this video. It's 2:30. Cody has ballet at 3:30. I know, man. If you want, I think it's a great idea when people clean up around their brows. I don't have time for that because, again, typically somebody needs me at this point in time, and that is why I've started to do my makeup at the couch like this. There is a Louis Vuitton makeup case that I want. It was like $900 before during the holidays, and I decided not to get it and just focus on Derek and the kids for the holidays. And January came around and it's in my wish list on Louis Vuitton's website, and all of a sudden it went up to $1,100. So there was a price increase on a few items so far for 2020, and I was just like, no, I should have got it when it was cheaper. Again, I would love to clean them up, but if you guys see my daughter right now, she is hanging out the trenches. So we just work with what we got. We really don't have time for the extras when it comes to makeup. When my kids are a little bit older, I'll get back into like the fun stuff with makeup, but now I just like to look good so that if I'm vlogging or filming, I don't look homeless. Also, Cody does ballet a few times a week now, so there are some days I go in and look homeless. Like yesterday, I looked homeless. So today I'm going in and I'm gonna wear my little cute Chanel brooch and I'm gonna look like a boss. She is the only black girl in her class. Outside of her, I see there is a black young lady in a class after hers. So there are like a few of us, but so far I've only seen 2 others, which it's a good thing and a bad thing. I like diversity, but I also like her to see people that look like her as well. But where we live, we are the minority. We're the minority everywhere, but we're definitely the minority here. So teaching her that we all are the same from a very young age. And so now I like to go into the unibrow a little bit, and then I like to go upside down and just kind of like make hair like strokes, and I bring it all the way in like a unibrow. I know that just sounds so weird, and then I just take the brush and kind of like brush it out. I feel like my makeup is coming out so trash when I'm on camera. Whenever I rush my makeup in the bathroom or like just sitting here, it comes out so fire when I rush, but because I'm on camera, just looks crazy. So I kind of like brush that out, and now that we're pretty much done, I kind of go in, and this is like my cleanup brush as I said before, and I kind of will go back and forth and kind of buff out a lot of that so that they're not too, but then they also are not too boxy. Like they don't just like square in the front, they kind of like buff in the front. And now all that we had under the eye, we're gonna buff out. I bought this Chanel powder during Christmas time. I ordered it on Nordstrom and it never showed up, so I ended up calling. I ordered it December 11th. It never showed up, so I called and complained, and they gave me a refund. And then yesterday all of a sudden it was in my mailbox. Probably not a good idea to be trying this on camera, but I like a really bright under eye. Ooh, I think this is pretty. I think I'm gonna like it. So I like a really bright under eye, so I'm gonna take a little bit. of it. I just kind of like buff it. I don't want it to be just in one spot. I also like to use MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish to kind of bring everything together. That may have been way too much. Okay, that's pretty much the basics. So now that we've got that done, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it down. I literally get my face like super wet and I let that melt down. And usually I'll let that, or not melt down, but dry down. And while that dries down, I usually will put away all the makeup that I've used. And then from here, we still have to do eyes. So typically I will do just mascara if I'm running errands. And if I'm filming, I'll do lashes. Because if I do lashes now and I don't film until like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., they'll be off. But it took me 20 minutes. It's 19 minutes, 13 seconds. So we're gonna keep doing these videos. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes off camera. Like I said, I'm just gonna do, or what the heck, I'll just do it now. I'm gonna do 2 coats of mascara, and then I'm just gonna go and buff. Oh, I didn't add any colors. So I'm gonna do Love Thing by MAC, and I'm just gonna get a little bit in there. And this is how I like to like marry my contour and my highlight. Add a little life and color here.
Dominic Drew Evie!
I don't like it to be too pink. But I also don't do like the circle in the middle. I like it to kind of go like blush or like a bronzer. But that's pretty much it. And sometimes I'll get like how I added that powder at the end. I typically don't do that. I typically don't do this. So like if it's a little bit too bright, I will go back in and like say I'll just take this and not add any more and just kind of like pat it. My favorite is to add the Mineralized Skin Finish in the color dark, and that's something that I can add all over my face and it looks really good. But this is my foundation powder on here, so it'll kind of make it look like skin even though it's highlighted. And my babe is looking at me crazy. And that looks great. Again, I added the chestnut on my lips to kind of go ahead and start the lip process. And typically I'll make sure my earrings are clean as well. Sometimes I'll go in with 2 coats of this. This is the key here. You have to set your makeup, because what it does is like you literally wet your whole face and it like liquefies all this powder that you put on your face, and then it dries it back so it looks like skin. And then I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of lipstick and then a little bit of mascara, and we are done. And like I said, tonight when I film, I'll go in and I'll add lashes. Sometimes I'll go in and do like my contacts that I love so much, which I gotta get some more of. But for daytime, just 2 coats of mascara. And that way, like when I pick up the camera and I want to vlog or go somewhere, I don't look homeless. So this actually worked out good because the kids are here and you guys can hear them, but typically they're like putting on a show, screaming and crying and all of that. You can come back down, baby.
Thanks, Mom.
So we're gonna do more of these types of videos. You guys always want to see like my makeup and things like that, so I'm always trying to wait till a good time when everyone is asleep and then I'm too exhausted and my energy is over with. So if you guys want to see these kind of videos, you got to see everybody in it. Look at her. Mind you guys, she was way up there. She's trying to get to Mom. See, I'm trying to get to Mom. I've got on a skater dress with biker shorts because, again, mom life, I'm always bending down and picking somebody up. Sometimes I forget to do mascara and it's like my makeup is done, but I look kind of sick. Okay, but you can't get on top of her. What you want for lunch, babe? Are you hungry? Where y'all finna go? Oh, he grabbed the jacket like he thought you was finna go. I'm not editing. This is a straight upload, so if y'all don't want the internet to hear something.
Dominic Joe Evie!
Why are you having black gloves?
What did your kids do?
We got that.
Oh, that was open. I had closed it because it was giving me a glare with my filming.
Smooth out the way, unless you want toilet juice on you.
Oh, Diamond clogged his toilet today, so Daddy has to plunge it. And of course, I clogged it yesterday, so.
Don't you bring that back in that house?
She was trying to run to sneak it in.
Ah, as soon as you touch down here, that's it, bro. Go on back inside.
This is real life, guys. Now, I can do something to this hair. This lace is so dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on a lipstick. But I kind of like to put on my what do you call this? My lip liner first. So I kind of like blend it out while I'm doing the rest of my makeup. Okay, Cody. Cody. Okay, you can go. And then at this point, I have makeup all over my hands. If I touch her, I'm gonna get her dirty. So this is pretty much the vibe. You put a baby doll? Let me go wash my hands, okay? Okay, I got some tea for you guys. So first of all, I just washed my hands, and that's where these come in handy. Like I said before, I get them from Target. First I had all the tan ones, and then those got super dingy, so now I have these, and I keep like 30 of them in the bathroom. And literally, like when the kids wash their hands throughout the day, they each get one towel a day. You guys know kids mess up and go crazy with food, so they each get one a day. And that's how like I kind of re-wipe their hands and their faces, so they're not just grabbing paper towels all day. And then I usually would use one a day. I usually start off by cleaning my beauty blender with it. Well, I clean it in the sink, and then I like damp it in this, or dry it so that it gets damp in this. And then I just washed my hands so I have something to dry it with. And then I'll still use the same one when it's time to film to kind of catch my got to be glue spray and all of that. But we're pretty much done. I was just gonna show you a few things. I already put on the chestnut liner, but if I kind of blend it out too much, like usually I'll just do this and I'll just do a little bit of lip gloss. But if I want a look, I'll go in and like kind of redefine it. And people always ask me what lip I have on, and usually I'm like, I don't know, because I forget, and also because I use multiple things. So today we're gonna go for like a mauve nude. So I'm gonna go ahead and allow that to kind of get tacky. And of course I got some on. This one is Lingerie by NYX Seduction. I kind of let it dry a little bit, and then this is very ghetto. Everything is cutting off, but I kind of let that get tacky.
What? Give my chassis. Give my chassis back.
Let her play there for 1 second, okay? I'm almost done. We're gonna get you ready for ballet.
You're gonna take the Audi.
I better go on ballet, Dad.
Where are you guys going? You don't know yet?
Mine. It's mine.
Target.
You go
I was gonna go because these shoes got all of them in the wrong size. And you see, that looks really good, but I always like something a little different. So I'm gonna just go in with Kinkster by MAC. Yes. And that's done for now. If I don't like it, I'll go in and switch it back up. Also, I'm gonna do lashes a little bit later, but literally I just buy random packs from like Amazon, or unless someone sends me some. So these are kind of the two of the ones that I have that I'm going back and forth with as of late. And I just take, you know, a set off. I usually cut off a little of the end because they're always too big for me. And of course I use hair glue as my hair glue, or my brow glue, lash glue, whatever I'm trying to say, I don't even know. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and do something with myself and try to take some pictures. I'm just trying to get some content for you guys because you guys always request. Look at Bedeck. Hi Bedeck. It's a mess in here, hashtag mom life, but let's see if I can give you guys. That did not help. I don't even know how to give you guys a better look at the actual makeup because it's like too bright. But that's pretty much it. I'm not trying to edit this video. I kind of just wanted to show you guys how I do my makeup because you guys ask literally all the time. You don't like your bread?
No, I like that.
It's literally too bright. Well, I'll try to get some pictures and some video on my phone, but this is pretty much it. If you guys like this video, we're gonna do more videos like this where we do like my makeup, I don't know, just different videos for you guys. So let me know if you like it. It almost looks better right there. Let me know if you guys like these kind of like random videos. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We definitely will have tons and tons of content. We skipped mukbangs 2 weeks in a row. I've had one mukbang that just haven't had the time or felt like editing, to be honest. So that's gonna go back up on Sunday, and we're gonna have a whole lineup of videos that go up maybe like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or if that seems like a lot, so maybe just Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I said Wednesday at first and then I went to just Thursday first, I think. When I watch this video and edit it, we'll know what I said. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys are subscribed and turn those post notifications on. Everyone say bye, vlog.
Bye, vlog. Bye, vlog, bye, vlog.
I'm waiting on you. And whenever my eyes get watery, I kind of just dab it with this same rag. So this rag gets its use.
Bye, vlog. Bye, vlog, bye, vlog. Bye, vlog, bye, vlog.
Okay, bye. This is supposed to be a 12-minute challenge and turned into a whole hour segment. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Smooches.
Smooches. Smooches.